This is one of the horror stories, It's Mine. And You Can't Have It, is the title of Race Grimstead's latest book, our topic today. Mike listened to a talk radio station while driving home from work and chuckled, thinking, wow, what an idiot this guy is. But he listened anyway. He started to consider what the idiot was saying about possible grid failures, social unrest, blizzards in the north, and hurricanes in the south. He reached home before the program ended, stepped out of his car, was grateful for his happy, everyday life, and gave the ideas no more thought. Are you going to wherever it is you go? Lucy asked her husband. Yep. He held up a camera and his sack lunch and walked toward the door. Well, Mike, if you weren't dressed in hunting gear, I'd suspect you have another wife or woman, whatever. Mike returned and wrapped his arms around her tiny frame. You know you're the only woman for me, sweetheart. I know, that camera is the other woman, she teased. He kissed her cheek and said, I'll see you tonight. Do you want me to bring takeout for dinner? That would be nice. I'll phone the order in at Pesto's. Eggplant parm, please. Got it. See y'all later. He climbed into his Land Rover, then drove away. Mike stepped on the crunchy brown oak leaves, the last to compost into the soil. Acorns littered the ground, and he admired the enormous oak trees. He thought about how Lucy would love the sense of the damp mossy forest floor, pine and cedar branches, and delight in the wild trillium, violets, and roses. One day, he would tell her about this place, but not yet. The land was once known as Matthew's Farm, covering 30,000 acres, where apple, pear, cherry, and peach trees provide fruit and extra income. Now, after decades, the trees still flourished. A few acres produced corn, wheat, and sunflowers. Cows provided milk, butter, and cheese. To Leroy Matthews and his wife, their home was paradise. Leroy didn't mind the body-crushing work, and he often enjoyed it. Such was his passion. He and Ida, his wife, were never able to have children, their one great shared sorrow. Death took Ida when she was 60, and Leroy's will to work and live went with her. He sold most of the land to the state of Michigan for a wildlife and hunting area but held 100 acres surrounding the house and barn, deep in the forest's heart. Mike loved the outdoors, especially forests. One day, while hoping to get a photo of the area's unique Kirtland's warbler, he lost his way and happened upon Leroy's house. The elderly Leroy sat in one of two rockers on the porch. Mike apologized for the intrusion, but Leroy invited him to share a lemonade. He told Mike many stories about his and his wife's adventures, right here on this farm. We didn't go to town much and were so happy. Leroy wiped a tear from his eye.